Hello everyone, it is the Loki Monster here, and today we're checking out a new Incendiary Flame Mage set that's been added to the chest shop. Now note, this set is only available for the summer, and half of this set is legendary and half of it is epic. So we're just going to check out the chests here. So you just want to bring up your menu and then go to chests. And as you see, I've stockpiled a few and I bought 2 Emperors, but I have been saving these from leveling up. And I'll be opening all of these at the very end of this video if you want to check it out and see how I managed to get 3 pieces already. Now, in the legendary or gold items, we have the flaming sword. That is very cool. It's actually kind of transparent, and then we also have the dual daggers as well. They're slightly smaller, very cool. We also have a pike, which is more mage-like, I think, and I think it's actually really nice. And then we have this Incendiary Flame Cape, and we have never had anything quite like this. It's part aura, part cape, kind of like Blaze's wings. And then we have the Incendiary Flame Hood. Now, all of these are gold items and will cost you 5,000 treasure shards. Now, if we scroll down further, the rest of the set is in the purple or epic. So, we have the Incendiary Mage Flame Armor, which is pretty cool. I actually don't like the white on this armor. I think it ruins it, but... And then we have the belt. That's very cool. And there's also the boots, which are kind of but the gold is very hard to match on this set. It is extremely different from many of the other golds, unfortunately. And we also have an alt helm for that. And finally, the shoulder. I thought this was really cool, and I wish there was actually an alt for this shoulder. So it was on both sides, and each of these pieces will cost you 1,000 shards. Our next stop for this update is the Wastelands, and you may have noticed that it has disappeared from the news, so there's no longer fast travel to get to Throck and Fainal just outside the Solus. So you're going to have to use Ariel in order to travel to this area now. And she's located in Babylon Town Square on the stairs. Now, I am just jumping over to the Solus because if you notice, that was a screenshot. My camera would not record in Town Square today. Now, I just got rid of that quest, and we're going to talk to Skew here. I just need to go back to get the looking for more power weapon. Oh, you see at the bottom, new Nulgath Nation loyalty quest. So I'm just going to click on that, and you see there are 4 different quests here, and each one of these, this one you just have to prove that you own Abaddon's Cruelty and you get a title for it. This one you have to prove you own the 8th blade, pet, and sword. The third one's really confusing because it says to obtain the 8th blade of Nulgath, yet this is the Phoenix blade, and it doesn't actually say that you need the pet and the blade, but that's what it's supposed to do. That shows up, the tainted blade of Nulgath that shows up here is my pet. AE seriously needs a proofreader. And the final one is for owning all 3 of these. And if you own all 3 of these, it will give you not only 1,000,000 gold, but 150,000 XP. And your items are not consumed by getting these titles. You just have to prove that you have them. Now, there was apparently a glitch with the ones I'm going to show you now in the Wastelands, with at least one player claiming that it actually consumed all his gear. But Fainal told me that it should not be happening, and if it did happen, to contact support and they can fix it. So let's check out those quests, and they're under Phoenix Training Ranks. And now, as you see here, it says Ornate Phoenix Blades. I don't know exactly why they used the word ornate. I'll explain that in a second, but there are 4 different quests here for different disciples. Now, it says that you can obtain one of these Phoenix Blades as a rite of passage for collecting all of this equipment. Now, he wants you to show him a full set of the Paladin gear, and notice there is a Paladin Phoenix Blade on here. Now, you're going to have to craft that. It's been added, and I will show you that in a second. And for each one of these, you have to have collected a certain number of things, as well as Throck's approval. Now, Throck's approval only stacks to 30, and 30 is required for each one of these. So you might want to pre-check which one you want to do first and fill all the requirements for it, so you have time to save up all the approvals again for the next set if you're going to do them all. There are a few of us crazy nuts that will actually do this. And you're going to need the Phoenix Blade for each one of these sections. So that's 4 different Phoenix Blades. So if we have a quick look at the crafting here, we'll just go under Phoenix Gear, and then we'll start with Phoenix Gear 1. And this is the Paladin Phoenix Blade. As you can see, now all the stats are different for this. So yes, some of us are going to have to do some comparisons so you can see what the stats are like. And hopefully we'll have that on the AEF as soon as possible. And for each of the Phoenix Blades, you'll need the runes, Throck's approval, and the Phoenix Blade itself. Now, this is my point with the ornate part of it. All these Phoenix Blades look exactly the same. They aren't ornate at all. They're just variations of stats. There's nothing different physically about them to make them any different looking. So why ornate is beyond me. I think variance would have been a better term. Now lastly, we're at the Dragon Slayer, and he has under Dragonkind Hunting a new quest, Hunting Dragonkind the Dragon Killer. And I'll just click on that quest here, and as you can see, for this quest you will give it the title Dragon Killer, and it requires you kill 100 fiend dragons. Unfortunately, it's not retroactive, so you're gonna have to start from 0 like everyone else. And completing this quest will get you 3.15 million gold, not to mention all the gold you'll get from killing those dragons. Now let's check out the chests. So let's play a little game of chance with the chest. I'm going to start with my soldier's chest. Ooh, that was a nice pull. And that's junk. And that's junk. Now you notice that said duplicate. More dragon crystals. Always nice. Yeah, I'm just getting junk with these little ones. Now you might notice, like I said, I'm getting all the duplicates. I'm getting shards for them. That's because I have actually collected all of those green items and blue items already, and I keep them stored in the bank. Now you can get higher level items in low level chests, but that's very rare. So now we're going to check out the the Warlord's chest. Now this one, nope, I didn't fare much better. I just got a blue item, but that took me to over 1,000 shards. Now, for the Emperor's drum roll. There we go. We got our first piece, a purple item, the belt. And now for our next one, drum roll, we have gotten the sword. Now, the reason that I got new pieces is the fact that you cannot have duplicates of any of the chest items. Now I'm going to scroll all the way down here to my end of my vaults, because I keep all this stuff at the end, and as you can see, this vault is absolutely full of gold items. This one has partial gold items because it was a little bit of overflow. There's my purple ones. I could have put the gold ones in here, but I left a little room to grow. There's another full vault of purple, almost a full vault of blue, a full vault of blue, and also a green vault that is almost full, and then a full green vault. Now this takes a total of 8 8 vaults, and these are Dragon Guardian vaults. And it took me about 2.5 years and a couple games of chance in order to collect all of these. But by having them all, I always get the newest piece. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Oh, by the way, the third piece was the shoulder I bought with the shards.
Oh, baby, what you want tonight? Go crazy. Come on, let's start a fire. Oh, baby. You know